All right, hello everyone. I'm gonna start out tonight with the Emil II here. Nice to see a lot of you guys are here already. Which after the Emil II here, I'll be hopping into the M41 and also the VK3601. Now, tonight, literally it just started like 3-4 minutes ago. There's a bunch of thunderstorms basically coming my way right now, so if for whatever reason the stream flickers on and off or cuts out, most likely I just lost power, so it's not on your end. I'll do my best to get it back up if that's the case, but there's some pretty big thunderstorms coming our way. So but hello, nice to see you guys. Yeah, more or less, there's there's not much I can do, but still I give you guys a heads up. You'll probably hear rain and stuff hitting the window here. Nice illusions. I'm actually grateful. Honestly I love rain. In New Jersey now in the summer we get like nothing at all, specifically in Cape May, and it just like murders everything, grass, plants, everything. Like, it's been happening for like the past like 5-6 years. Wasn't like this when I was growing up. Alright, so they decided to push. This is not good for me. Oh, okay. This is really not good if they're pushing up that far. Like, we really need some help here. Like, if that Batjack is pulled all the way across there and did not get shot. Yeah, as far as notices on YouTube, they are a little funky sometimes. If you do have issues, the best thing you can do is try to subscribe through YouTube Gaming and not the regular YouTube URL. Even if you're already subscribed, I'm probably gonna bite the dust here, but there's nothing I can do. I could point behind me, in front of me. Yeah, there's nothing I can do there because we just don't have the tanks, and our team, yeah. It's like, I don't know why. Well, our Batchat ran away, or we had a couple mobile tanks that could have pushed over, but instead we just, oh well. Moving along. All right, let me get these tank requests down before hopping into the tank here. Oops, yeah, screwed that up. All right, hopefully I can type tonight. That would help out. Very, very nice. All right, let me hop into the M41 Bulldog here. Hopefully everyone had a decent day today, though. Say my day went pretty well at work, so I'm actually going to be streaming a little bit longer than usual. That's kind of typical as of most Monday streams recently. So, which mid tiers? In today's game, honestly, it's really hard to, like, if you mean like mid tiers, like 4 to 7. Really hard, honestly, for me to even think of one. Like, there's always the M4 Sherman. I really like that tank, but honestly, mid tiers and World Tanks, it's just been shredded as far as balance, and specifically with tons of premiums being released at tier 8, and honestly, the premium rounds just kind of screw everything. Hello, Rich, nice to see you. Hope all is well. I will not do ranked battles, Gavistar anymore. Honestly, I got to the top rank the first week, played like a couple matches the second week, like literally a couple, but I just don't find them to be fun. Honestly, once I stopped playing them the second week, I started to enjoy World of Tanks like I usually do. Because I don't want to poke too far up. I'm just here to kind of do a little bit of spotting. Hopefully my team actually... what I was kind of afraid of, but... got eyes on their Artie potentially. He's up there, so I'll take a little bit of a gander here, but nope. Hello, Nice Cuppa. Hope you had a good day as well. Yeah, Mondays are usually pretty good for me. You know, day right before you're off. Mondays usually for a restaurant is, or are one of the slower days in a restaurant. Kind of like a turnover day. You know, a lot of people check out Sundays, come in, you know, check in Sunday, Monday, and there's a Dicker Max back there for some reason. I'd say I'm trying to spot, and my team over here is not budging. Like, yeah. Like, they are not budging at all. Which, I know yesterday's stream, I was telling you guys about Levi not really doing well. Yeah, he went to the vet today. Fortunately, you know, he's not bleeding out of his essentially wound. Don't know how he got it. The vet thinks it might have been like a little like cyst that burst, but he's on antibiotics for about a week, and we have like cream we have to put on him twice a day. But hopefully everything's gonna be all right. We just have to keep an eye on him. He's a little grumpy today, you know, after the vet, since his medication makes him, you know, feel a little funky, but he should be all right. Hey, are you guys gonna come over? I'm not gonna try to brawl against him. I'm just gonna let him come up, and hopefully this Strev S1's able to help me. His T28 is trying his best to climb. Not exactly the best spot for him to climb up, to be honest. It makes it easier for me to hit him. Oh, that M12 was... oh god, there's a rock there. Come on, Cody. I knew that there was a rock, and yet I still ran into it. Can I do it? Ah, there we go. Gotta love Russian accuracy. Oopsie daisy. I just kind of raised myself up there. That's what I get for driving around in basically sniping view. Yeah, hopefully here in the next couple days, he, like, on his chest where he kind of hurt himself, it's still really swollen, and yeah, it's like kind of purple, so hopefully that subsides, or else we'll be back at the vet. Here we go. Popping up the kills there. Alright, let me get these other tank requests down. Alright, a pretty decent match though. You know, for a light tank, 1300 damage, 4 kills, a little bit of assist damage. Could have gotten a lot more. I was spotting a lot of people in the beginning, but my team just never got any shots off. So we got the VK 3001H here. There we go. Or no, 3601H. Sorry, I caught that. I'm pretty sure it was the 3601H. Hello, Robert. Nice to see you. Yes, T150s. Yeah. I will not do any accents. I am terrible at doing stuff like that. I was about to say I can give Levi treats, but during streams, trust me, he got plenty of treats from me today. During streams, that's up to you guys to granted, he's kind of passed out right now, but he would probably wake up if I poked him. Which hopefully I can catch, if anybody does subscribe during the stream today, if you're not a subscriber already, Streamlabs is still a little wonky. So it may or may not, I may or may not catch it right away, more or less. A few people have been, or programs have been having trouble with YouTube lately, since YouTube is changing a lot of things behind the scene. Because at some point this year, they're going to have a pretty big update to change the whole, essentially, facade that you guys see on your end. Specifically for YouTube gaming. So, Scooby-Doo accent? That would be bad. Thank you very much. I think that's a, yep, that is a Levi Biscuit tip. I'll tip him after this battle here. Thanks, Lil Bobo. Hello, Marga. I didn't go south here because honestly I'm not top tier. Even if I was, I think that little corner is not all that useful anymore because a lot of people set up to counter that, and more often than not, if you think back to all your matches on this map, it's usually won or lost depending on who wins basically this area over here. Not always the case. Probably gonna come back to bite me since I mentioned that. However, it's just usually what I find works on this map. I have no idea, Bat Chat. I would probably say no, because I really do not care about win rate 8. I think it's a stupid metric. Honestly, ever since they changed lights and SPGs as much as they did, win rate 8 is pretty much unreliable in my eyes. But everyone has their difference of opinions, and I'm pretty much gonna die here. I shouldn't have went out here by myself, but I did. I'll pop into another match in this tank. So let me get into the next one, the PZ34, and then after that I'll pop back into the VK there. If that's someone from the stream, let me know. The PZ34. Honestly, I haven't looked at my stats in 2 months, 3 months maybe. I forget how long. So, Gerbil online. Hello, Gabo. Howdy. Yeah, I can talk like the people say, like America. It's America. I know a few people that speak like that. Well, yeah, They're not necessarily anime tanks. The game, there is an anime based off of it, but Valkyrie Chronicles, which, sorry, I forgot to tip the dog. I'll tip him after this one. That was just because that last match was pretty short-lived. Valkyrie Chronicles, you know, is a PS3, PS4 game. I never played it, but it was apparently very good. But the two tanks, specifically the one that's essentially a tier 8 faster E75, they are pretty overpowered. Specifically that one. The other one is very good, but at least it's not as broken as the other one. But it's still, yeah. I am glad they're, basically what Wargaming's kind of said is they're not coming out. At least there's no plans right now, so basically they're not coming out anytime soon, even if they are. On the NA or EU servers, they're probably not going to come out on the Russian server, because I don't think people over there really care about them, honestly. But I have no problem with them doing that, because the tanks are really unbalanced. Which is surprising, because they are on World Tanks Blitz, and they're balanced differently over there, and they're actually not broken. Surprise, surprise. World of Tanks Blitz does something better than the PC version again. Blitz has actually been doing a pretty damn good job with their changes recently. Like, they changed premium rounds around, and, you know, they're looking better and better. Gotta love auto aim when it actually works. I use it sometimes, depending on, you know, if I'm just aiming at a center mass, it makes sense to use it. Like here, I'm just double checking to make sure he's not poking out, or there's only a little bit poking out. And nice, you're from Croatia, Gabo? Oh, I know I'm alone again. At least here I'm a pretty quick tank in this match, so where I can run away. Okay. Try to destroy that building. That didn't exactly work though. Obviously that Valentine did not have a very good crew, because he couldn't light me up, and I was not that far away from him. Alright, my team is struggling hard against this Churchill 3. Like, this isn't the safest of moves for me to do, but Poor Grant. Poor little tank fell over. Alright. Let him get himself in a little... he got behind cover. I'm gonna say let him get in a little bit of trouble there. I just need him to pop down. I like to use... There we go. I like to use that little rock. He should have just stayed there, honestly. Let's get this guy out of his misery here. Oh, Lord. Granted, everyone's done that. Hell, I did a frickin'... This was the map where one stream I did what we all coined the tactical front flip in the IS-4 off of this frickin' ledge here. Didn't end up, you know, flipping myself over, but it was pretty funny to see. Pretty decent match though for a PZ3, over 1,000 damage here. Ah, crap. That didn't work. Really, Artie? trying to be nice and save you for last, and had to go and shoot me there. Well, Bat Chat 25T, honestly, like, pretty decent match here. I need to pop something off in the shop here since I aced a tank. Thank you very much for requesting that, guys. But if anybody wants to purchase it, you can purchase something in the gift shop, essentially called Ace Tanker Biscuits. It doesn't cost anything, but it gives everyone 100 stream currency currently in the chat. Alright, so I was gonna hop back into the VK3601. Let me find it here. Alright. I can play the STB one a little bit later. I do tank requests in order here. It's gonna take me a little bit to get to it. As far as marks, honestly, I really don't care about marks. I don't care about stats. I know my stats are pretty decent. Unicum, whatever the hell you want to call it, but honestly, I don't really focus or give a shit about that Bat Chat. I know a lot of people do. Honestly, I've played games since 2011. I run WoTguru.com. I've found, at least for me, I enjoy the game playing it for fun. And I like to win, I like to do very well, but more or less, I could care less how much damage I farm. Like, sometimes I guess have a little bit of fun, you know? Like, I could sit back, you know, and farm damage and throw premium rounds at a tier 10s all day long and, you know, have a good win rate 8, but honestly, it's not fun to me. So thank you very much for buying that, though, Labobo. For everyone. Hello, dog. You just got tipped. Can you not find it? Here. Do you want a biscuit? He says thank you. Can't really say him, but honestly, I just kind of woke him up. He was like dead asleep. Thank you very much, Grigsby, for the tip. Yeah, I like playing that tank, especially if I'm not against a lot of high tiers. Levi's doing, he's on medication now, so he's a little groggy, but he should be alright. We just have to keep an eye on him, make sure his little, like his cut isn't going to get infected and, you know, heals properly. It's a matter of opinion, Bat Chat, so to each their own. To me, number one thing I care about is winning, and that's not always getting the most amount of damage. Might even disagree with me on that, but yeah, everyone has their own ways of playing and looking at the game. But some of the more angry and I should say obnoxious, I'm not calling you that, but people that, you know, I've played with in the past when I did clan wars and tournaments and took the game a little bit more seriously, some of the people most obsessed with their stats were some of the least enjoyable players to play with. Whether it was themselves not really being happy with the game, or, you know, actually playing with them and not having a good time. Alright, I was trying to let you throw and that kind of came back to bite me. I'm just going to pull back here because Artie's about reloaded. Hello, Gary, nice to see you. He's like, more? Hey, it's alright. Go back to bed for now. He's just back there wiggling his tail like, 2? That's it? Do feel bad for him though, because you know, he probably didn't know why he was even going to the vet today, because he didn't really even notice that, you know, he was bleeding out of his chest. Hey, little bud. It's all good. I've done that before, Savage. Hello, JM. Honestly, like, as far as stats go, like, win rate 8, it's not bad to follow it, but to me, I don't know, anything like, basically the way I see it is, it doesn't really do a very good job at tracking your history of win rate 8, because all the tanks are jumbled up messes essentially right now. As far as like recent win rate 8 and stuff, if you really do follow it, once you start getting over a certain point, say like 3,000 or so, like towards the top end of that, anything past that, honestly, they're either, hey, calm down, you know, either very lucky matches or people are specifically playing tanks to pad in them, you know, chai sniping, throwing gold. Like, you can just be, you know, there are the few people that are very good and can legitimately get those stats, but for the most part, anything, say, over like 3,800, specifically over 4,000, people are specifically playing to try to pad, whether they're running full gold, whatnot. Not always the case, but to me, it's something that happens more time than not. Which, thank you for tipping the dog again. Hey, little bud, you got another tip. He says thank you very much, Randall. But as far as stats go, like, it's not perfect, and personal rating, there's no real like metric as far as like what's considered like good or bad a personal rating, at least, you know, that's out there a lot, but more or less I feel like that's a decent metric. But really what I started out World Tanks on, and I feel like is the easiest for people to start out with, is just focus on your win rate. Average across all servers is about like 49 point something %. So if you're doing, say, 52 or above, you're doing very well. If you platoon a lot and you're really wanting to focus on improving, then shoot for, you know, getting above 56%. It's really hard to get above 60. Then, you know, if you're getting over 60%, solo, platooning, whatnot on a regular basis, you're doing pretty damn well. And, you know, that's not just like playing low tiers and steel clubbing. So with sorry bat chat, yeah, as far as the chat bot goes, it does time people out for certain Kirk's words, just because some people have tried to troll the stream before, you know, like little drive-bys, like throwing curse words up. So it does automatically just delete messages and stuff for that. Well, that's part of the game. Is honestly, I think premium rounds, you know, I get annoyed at them when, you know, they're getting thrown for no reason in battles now. And it's part of the game, you know, you kind of have to live with it. But honestly, from playing before premium rounds were available for credits, and, you know, you rarely saw them getting shot, the game really needs to do something about them, because it's just, to me, it's stupid. Like, it makes wargaming boatloads of money because it drains everyone's credits, but at the same time, like, I get why people use premium rounds, but for the most part, you know, I try not to use them unless I either need to, or someone's chucking them at me, and I just feel like being petty. But yeah, there's always different, you know, people have different opinions about any game, not just World of Tanks. And, you know, some people take it really seriously. Others, like, I'm kind of in the middle of the pack now, I would say. Like, I like winning. I take the game seriously, but at the same time, it's not like about 3 years ago where I was doing clan wars on a nightly basis. I did a few tournaments and, you know, basically taking my stats way too seriously. And, yeah, you know. And there's those people, you know, that don't care about their stats at all and just play for fun. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. Hey, you need to stop a little bit. Luckily, someone else tipped you a treat, but the whining needs to stop for a minute, dog. He's probably like, finally, I can whine and get biscuits again. Awesome. I thought he didn't have a fire extinguisher. Go. Yeah, I'll actually pop over this way. He's using him as a shield, so I gotta aim a little bit high. My gun's not gonna hit him now. Yeah, I am looking forward to, you know, the 121 and also the 113 gun depression buffs. They're gonna be well received, I feel like. Like, I get why they have bad gun depression, because they shove massive guns into these tanks, but they're just horrible to play sometimes. There's no, you know, there's no other word to describe it other than they're horrible to play, depending on the map and the area that you need to go to. Okay, I'm giving up on him for now. I'm gonna shoot at something that's a little bit easier for me to hit, but of course it's a frickin' Indian Panzer, which he still has a gun, but it's not as important to get out as a different tank. Alright. So far, decent amount of damage, 2600 almost. Luckily I didn't have to like go fight on a hill or do anything too crazy. This gun is a pinch inaccurate. You know, it's really good for brawling, but further away you get, it's not exactly the tank that you'd want. But I could rush over there. At this point, I kind of screwed myself if I wanted to go over there, but fortunately that guy popped right out for me. Thank you very much. Honestly, like, as far as RNG goes, like, I don't think they should remove it just because it keeps the game, you know, different every single match. And I think plus or minus 25% a little high. Like, I would feel more comfortable at 10 or 15%, but I do see why they keep it. All right, little dog. Yeah, you're gonna get another treat. I think they like you more than me. Here you go. He says thank you, Uber. Hello, Exos. But more or less, with Levi, yesterday, he is, like, Springer Spaniels have a bunch of, skin tags a lot of times, and he is, like, a little skin tag, like, on top of a little bump he has, so it sticks out. He kind of, like, cut it off, more or less, which I can add the IS-7 on. I'll probably say tank requests are full at this point, right now. But I did see that, John. more or less, he was bleeding a lot. You know, looks like it was kind of infected, like kind of like pus and stuff coming out of it too. So we had to take him to the vet, and which I see the Type 64 is up there as well, so I can fit that in as well. But hopefully, you know, he's gonna be all right. The vet gave us like medication for a week for him, and like cream and stuff to put on him. Otherwise, he was in fairly good health. So outside of the whining, he's all right here. Slow, speedy console and blitz. You know, the consoles, a lot of people like them. I don't like the controls on it, but you know, blitz is even fun for those that don't like arty, smaller matches, shorter matches as well. But you know, there's nothing wrong with console or blitz. You know, if you're starting the game now, really, whether you start on PC, blitz, or consoles, you know, they're all three viable options. Hey, you need to stop whining. Let's say, I did see he got tipped again, a biscuit. I'll give it to him in a minute, but I would like not to give in to his bad behavior right now. Or else he will think that this is he'll think that this is okay. So well, more or less, armor, while it doesn't play as big of a role in the game as it used to, it still does matter somewhat. If it didn't, you know, you wouldn't see people getting a lot of block damage. You can still bounce a lot of shots, even with people throwing premium rounds. Outside of some tier 9 and 10s, their premium rounds do negate almost every little bit of armor left on tanks. But specifically tier 10 TDs. But you know, to say armor is useless, yeah, you wouldn't be playing a mouse and getting consistently like 5,000 block damage if you're angling it correctly. I'm just trying to catch up on chat here. His biscuits, I have not tried one, but they're essentially just peanut butter and like lentils. I think there's lentils in it. Peas. Like there's no grain in them at all. Or no, there's no lentils. It's like peas and like some other kind of like vegetable. See ya, Casper. Thanks for watching. And hello, Muhammad. And see ya, Bat Chat. Thanks for stopping in. Nice sparring with you. Always, you know, I like chatting with you guys, even if everyone has different opinions. Okay, John, I can do that. I did see that. I was getting up on chat. So after this, I'll do a challenge for the Object 140. Guys, I will add the E4 and E3 on, but right now tank requests are pretty full. Honestly, I have at least like 12. I can't even count since I'm playing right now. I have a lot of tanks requested. So, which hello Dana, nice to see you. It's gonna take me like well over an hour to get to any of these, so not exactly the position I want to be in with a T-32. At least that E100 does not have a 15 centimeter. Alright, are any of you guys gonna pop out? That is the question. does not look like it. Like, I just blocked 2,300 damage. Some of them gold rounds, which I'm switching over to because kind of need it in this tank against tier 10s. But yeah, I'll tip the dog after this match, and I'll hop into the 140 for a challenge. I'm just gonna chuck a little bit of HE, to be honest here, because even my premium round's a little iffy with this accuracy. At least I might be able to, if I hit him on the top of the turret, I can do a little bit here. See ya, Exos. Hopefully your matchmaking improves for you. Have a good night. Hello, Tanya. I do have the IS-7 on here ready for a request. Fortunately, our base is getting pressured. I'm getting artied, and these guys are all just kind of like, eh, we're just gonna sit here. Like, it's a wee bit annoying that, like, not that I'm doing a ton of damage here, but we have an E100 basically hiding. Like, kind of have to, you know, play like this E100's doing and tank some shots for us, dude, instead of hiding behind the windmill. But at this point, I'm gonna turn around because, nope, I'm not. I'm just gonna get artied to death, which, bravo to them for focusing me down, but it's just annoying when you have two people in very heavy tank, like, you know, some of the heaviest tanks in the game with decent armor, just kind of like, eh, we're just gonna, you know, kind of sit up here and not push or do anything. But that's the T-32 when you're in tier 10 matches, so yay. Honestly though, when I played console, granted this was like last year at some point, you know, I had fun in it. It's just the controls are, hey, I got another treat for you. Can you sit? You. There you go. Yes, you know, if anybody does want in a platoon, feel free to message me. But make sure it does help if you have every tier. So this is a challenge that John bought. So I have to double the HP, so 3,800 between damage, assist, and spotting. Which, holy crap, all this noise, if you can hear in the background's thunder. Sounds like someone's like freaking knocking on the side of my house here. Well, honestly, Aaron, like, I could have hung back. I probably stayed up there about 30 seconds too long. I was about to turn back because I figured that they were going to push. But more or less, I was still holding out hope that they would still push up and kind of turn the corner with me sitting there getting shot by everyone. But, yeah. Already did almost all the damage to me. I don't think any other tank did damage to me there. Hello, Paulo. Nice to see you. Levi's a English Springer Spaniel. But say, I hope I don't end up looking like Levi. Even though everyone thinks he's cute, he's a little bit lopsided. Be able, probably a light on the cap. No arty, so I could play this a little bit more aggressive if I figure out what exactly they have. That was actually a pretty decent shot there. I was surprised he pulled out and let me hit him like that. And again. Crap. E44 too. Looking at their tanks, take a little bit of a leap of faith here. Get past this little hole. I'll leapfrog up here. It's just, I don't want there to be someone up in A1. There probably will be, but if I can do this. There's actually nobody there. As far as like on that little, there they are. But shit, there's that T-54E1. But at least they stopped the cap there. It's getting a little too close for comfort. I'll have to catch up on chat in a minute, guys, too. Probably gonna be dumb. But I can potentially get little shots in where this STB1's kind of poking about. Only if they let me, though. Hey, little dog, you need to turn the whining down a couple notches. Like, honestly, he's probably playing the pity card, but right now, you know, he's not in any pain or anything. His antibiotics make him have to use the bathroom a bit, which I made very sure that he did not have to go to the bathroom before the stream here. But thank you very much, Dana, for the tip. I'm not sure if Rick's here or not. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to the challenge either, the challenge levels, only because there's not that many tanks left for me to shoot here. Really needed to track him. That was a pretty big thunder strike or lightning strike, whatever. You know what I mean? Luckily, my team is playing pretty safe, but at the same time, probably regret staying out here as long as I am, because this AMX is chewing me apart here. Oh, that's not good. I really need the damage. I think you're gonna beat me on this, John, but for those who keep saying that I make this easy at times while only having 1.5 times or 2 times the HP, it's not as easy as you think on a one match basis. You never know what map you get, you never know if your team's gonna have a blowout or get clobbered in the first minute, so don't think I'll be able to reach 3,800 here. Hello, Michael. I do not play on the EU server now. Which I did close the queue as far as tank requests. I'll keep typing them in, but I don't think I will be able to get to a lot of the later ones. I am streaming past 9 o'clock here, which is usually when I end the stream. However, I am going to be mixing in the Emil II quite a bit, since I really need to grind that to get this, to take advantage of the discount on the Kronwagen. Anyway, congratulations, Sean. You won the challenge. Let me credit you 10,000 Levi biscuits there. So I think I'm only up by 1 now. But nonetheless, an alright match. There wasn't enough HP for me to go through on my side. Needle dog. And I didn't exactly spot much, you know, pretty much didn't spot anything, didn't bounce anything, so. Next up is the T25. Here. Fix this. He's also sniffing at the drawers because he thinks there's a toy in the drawer. I think that might be the case too. Yeah, artillery in the background, kind of. The preacher's son. If you knew my dad, that would not be a fitting title. Hello, Super Cat. Nice to see you. And Herbic, I can add it to the list, but I'm not sure when I'll be able to play it. Just because you can see the amount of tanks I have on my tank request list over on this side, and there's a lot. So I don't know if I'll be able to get to it. I will add it on now. Alright. Honestly, I didn't want to go out this far, so I'm just going to be driving back. I don't want to sit out here. Honestly, his biscuits, they're very small for a dog like him. But the diet we feed him, there's wiggle room for him to get biscuits, yogurt, stuff like that, treats throughout the day. So, you know, if it got a little excessive, the amount of biscuits per stream, I can just close that specific item for a stream. So, fortunately, I'm not top tier here, and they have some pretty big guns. This thing doesn't have the most HP. Like this, probably a little bit too aggressive, but have a little bit of fun here. That 1375 is probably gonna kill our Artie, but they should be able to kill him. If they can't kill that 1375, there's a problem. Like, I could have taken a shot at him, but too confident I'd actually hit him. Should be paying a little bit more attention to this T20. They should be able to, which at least my team's doing good so far. The T25, you know, I like the gun on this. The mobility is very nice as well. Your armor's, you know, it's not great in today's game, unless lower tiers are shooting at you. But it's a pretty good TD once you get the top gun on it. Pop out again, little light tank. awesome. He aiming at me? Kinda looks like it, but he's not shooting me. He's not... wasn't really doing anything. That's a little strange. Oh, I was about to say, this bat chat literally could not run away there. I was a little surprised I didn't spot him sooner. Pretty nice match though. 1200 damage for a little quickie here. That's not bad at all. Everybody likes a quickie every now and then. Unless a baby follows it. So I'm so bad at jokes. Well, happy birthday, Randall. If today's your birthday. Oh, crap. I actually... Sorry, the T-3485M was up next. I accidentally scrolled down on my screen, and I didn't see that the T-3485 was up next. Sorry about that. That's unfortunately the way I have to use this overlay right now with the tank request list. It's not exactly the most user-friendly for my side. So sometimes I get a little bit messed up. There we go. Everything's fixed now. Playing World of Tanks and having fun. I like Paris. I think it's a pretty fun map. Hey, you be good. Have a nice coffee break. Nice cuppa. Already Stun, yes, it is on the US server. I've played Call of Duty before, yes. When I was much younger, though. The last one I played was probably the first Black Ops. Like, you know, when I was going through high school, that was when Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare came out. So, you know, that's what everyone played. Like, one of the first big online console games. So, yeah, I used to play that back then. I don't play it anymore, though. Really, the only games I currently play, World of Tanks, Dreadnought, they're the main two. And then, like, there's options in the chatbot shop right now to where I could end a stream with Dreadnought, World of Warplanes, or World of Warships. Otherwise, I don't really have time for other games right now. I have a couple games I would like to play, The Last Guardian and Horizon Zero Dawn, but I haven't had time to start them yet. Alright, gotta love Russian accuracy sometimes. Until everyone starts shooting me here. The only reason I'm really up here is there's no arty, so. Although, this is starting to scare me a little bit. My team's not exactly doing the best at holding them back here. Them lit up. the Kiwi 2 that kind of worries me here. Thank you. Help out this side a little bit. Nice. Don't know why we're... I just killed your mom. I say I'm a little behind on chat too, guys. Sometimes if I'm in a spot that I need to make sure I'm in the right spot at all times, I kind of lay off chat for a little bit. Jackson. Let's say Jackson with APCR is... I need to move back. Not exactly something... Sorry, heavy tank number 6, but you're kind of out on your own right now. I feel bad, but yeah. Not a tank you want to push into with APCR coming out of it. Thank you very much, Frick, for the tip. Thanks, Rich B. And hello, Mojo. Here's that little T-34. Anybody gonna shoot that Turin? Thank you. Oh, I bounced off the Leo. Whew, I thought he was pushing up on me. Why he didn't move? Ah, he got me. I was just about loaded too. Ah, so close. He got me in the end now. Well, Paris, no map is perfect, but I still kind of like Paris. Going back to that little discussion that was going on in chat. I used 2, Xavier. Yeah, I do that sometimes too, Muhammad. Might want to be careful with doing that, if you're saying that on your team, no. Alright, so next up after this will be the Batchat 25T. Other direction. And I have some SPG matches coming up here as well. Yeah, I've actually thought about getting a 3rd, but I think if I go down that route, I'd want new monitors. Thank you very much, Labobo, for the tip. Balancing it out there. I actually need to You guys, Levi Biscuits. Can't forget about you, Grigsby. There we go. Alrighty then. I guess I'm gonna try to go over here, but I don't have a T67, and yes, requests are full. It's just gonna take me forever to get through these. Honestly, you know, I plan on streaming past 9. Very soon I'm gonna start mixing in the Emil II, since I really need to grind some matches on it. But currently my tank requests will get me to like 10 o'clock, I think. Like, that's how many I have right now. Why is he pushing forward? Like, I'm not complaining that much about it, but like, just what went through his head saying, you know what, I should move in front of all those tanks, and a tank with no armor, that makes, you know, that makes awesome, you know, awesome. You know, it's just great. I don't even have words to describe what that guy just did in the Scorpion. Like, waiting for a couple of these guys. Thank you very much, Gavistar. It'll definitely help a little bit with Levi's vet bill. He is not a cheap dog. We knew going into it though. He's not. Honestly, the bigger your screen sometimes though, you know, I have a 32 or no, I have like 26 or 28 inch monitors. I forget what. The bigger you go, sometimes it's not always better because you have more screen to cover with your eyes. So, you know, I don't think I'd go much bigger. I would have to up the resolution if I ever got new ones. I only have 1080p monitors right now, which, you know, perfectly fine for my PC right now. But if I ever, you know, splurged on new stuff, I'd probably bump it up to 4K. Got him too low. Just right. Well, right now, honestly, since I'm not taking tank requests, I did close the queue. You can still type the command in, but it doesn't show up on my screen. Yeah, but, you know, every stream there comes a point where I can't take any more tank requests because it's only so much time in a day that I can I can stream, unfortunately. Like tonight, I'm going till at least 9:30. I might be able to go a pinch longer, just because I'm staying up until Ryan gets home from work. So I have a little bit extra time here, but even so, you know, there's only so many matches I can play. It seems faster than other Emils. What the hell? I'm not gonna reload. Hello, Robert Heflin. Nice to see you. Hello, Armus. So far, one ace tanker today. Oh, I missed him. I'm clingy? What do you mean by that? Well, say she's my girlfriend, because technically what she is. So we've been living together for like about 4 years though. So yeah. Anyway, 3,000 damage, 2,000 assists, not too bad there. You need to stop. Okay? It's starting to bug me. Thank you. Alright, that sounds good, Labobo. Because Levi is not listening to me, unfortunately, tonight. It's just, honestly, the whining's not that bad, but from living with him 24/7, it kind of gets to me. Anyone, you know, not that I have kids, but I'm sure anyone can relate if, you know, babies and stuff, or other, you know, dogs, to where if they do like a whine and stuff, it kind of annoys you more so than anything else. Okay? You just chill out, okay? Thanks. Pain relief? What are you talking about there? Honestly, I used to have glasses as a kid, and then, no joke, I got stung in the eye by a bee, and we had to go to a different eye doctor through the hospital because of insurance. And the eye doctor's like, why do you have glasses? Your vision's perfectly. This other eye doctor, freaking, he no longer is in business, no surprise. He basically fudged my results and made it seem like I had bad vision in one eye and needed glasses. Oh, you gotta love it. I prefer anything above, honestly. I like tier 8 to 10, but you know, I play anything down to tier 4 usually for streams. I know, he's playing the sympathy card up a lot. Honestly, I'd let him out real quick to see if he needed to use the bathroom. Not that I think he does, because I had him out for about an hour right before I started streaming. But it's like, you know, it's rainy and he won't even go outside with it, like, storming outside right now. He'll look at me and he'll come right back in, even if he needed to go. He is a English Springer Spaniel. Well, I was riding a bike with sunglasses. You know, this was some point in like middle school. I was riding home and it flew behind my sunglasses and stung me, essentially like through my eyelid into my eye. It was my eye was like, not my eye itself, but all around my eye. It was like swollen, like giant. I was in the hospital for like a week. Ended up having, I think it's called cellulitis or something like that. But fortunately they, you know, fortunately they got it under control. Our hospital around here isn't exactly the best, and they were kind of clueless as to how to treat something like that. The Tiger 2, yes. Definitely don't treat it like a heavy tank. You have to treat it like you're playing a medium, essentially. The armor doesn't really do as well as you think it might. Whoops, I didn't even mean to click there. At least I hit him. Yay. I'm gonna end up moving up here. It's just... yeah, I need to move up. My team's just spending a little bit too much time fighting certain tanks, and I was trying to help with clearing the center a little bit. It wasn't exactly working out too hot though. We have so many frickin' TDs on this hill back here, very soon we're not really going to have much room to move around. Captain Hook died? I don't know. Oh crap, I am... Oh, I knew I couldn't hit him that far. Why did I even aim that way? Can't hit him. This Cromwell is going to be my next target. My team is not really helping me out on the positioning right now, though. I'm gonna kill him. Like, I'll shoot him, but like... it would be nice if he was dead. Can't hit him. It's just I really don't want to hit this Oni because I can't really damage him. He scratched his balls? That would do it if he had a hook, yeah. Oh lord, there's a KV-3 over here now. It's just usually I'd blind fire in an SPG. Like, I know where some of these people are, but the FV-304 literally has no splash. So trying to actually freaking hit someone when they're not visible is next to impossible. I can, you know, I will keep adding requests on, like I will type them up, but like I know someone had requested the 183, but it's just at this point I probably can't get to them because there's so many tank requests and, you know, there's only so much time I can play. Which, hello, Abdul. Nice to see you. Alright, I guess this guy does not have a repair crew from the looks of it. Oh, why? It's better in my jokes. Oh, I know this tank needs a lot of shots to be able to kill something. I was hoping to get a ram kill in FV-304. .183 T29. Actually got an ace tanker in FV-304. Holy crap. Was not expecting an ace tanker match for 1400 damage. I'll take it though. What tank would you like for your challenge, John? Just let me add another ace tanker biscuits into the chatbot shop. If anybody would like to go purchase that, everyone will get 100 Levi biscuits since I guess ace the FV-304. Hello, Lorenzo. Nice to see you. T29? Sure, I will do the T29 in the challenge. So that's next up here since you purchased the challenge here. So essentially, T29, I've got to do double the HP in damage, assist, blocked. Even though, thanks for buying that, Labobo. I would consider the T29 to have armor. you know, for its tier. So not doing the math without a calculator here. So I got to do 2.5 times here. So that's 3,125 combined between damage, assist, and blocked. Honestly, where I set up in FE304, I really like setting up there in pretty much any arty. Tier 8 to 10, sometimes it's hard if you're in a big SPG, but you typically get good shots setting up in that area. Well, it's not, it's combined between damage, assist, and blocked. Like, tallied up, I had to reach 31, or 3,125. It doesn't have to be in each individual stat. That would pretty much be impossible. To expect to get, you know, in every single match. I figured you'd pick the T29 for a reason. I know, this is a funny looking Object 140, definitely. Like, honestly, I'm shocked. Hopefully I don't get a little overconfident here, but since I'm top tier, I think I can fight out here pretty far. There's one SPG that could throw a wrench in my plans, but fortunately our Hummel is focusing on him a little bit. Our team, they got the Hummel out, thank God. But our positioning's a little bit suspect. Oh God, I'm not in a good spot right now against this Tiger 1. Luckily he pulled back though. Hell, he could have gotten some pretty good shots on me, to be honest. I was actually backing up because he could have hit me in the hole there pretty easily. Which, hell, we just lost like half our team almost. Don't know how, but we did. Need to start getting like some assist and some blocked here, because getting over 3,000 is a little bit tricky when, you know, you're playing against tier 5s and 6s, just because the amount of HP available to you. Yeah, thank you. I was gonna say, I'll still take that. It still counts. Gonna leave my turret, not that I can even fix it right now, but I think I can set up decent enough to where it won't impact me. Picker max. Honestly, I'm not too high on us winning, honestly, right now, but give it a best shot here. Another freaking AMX-12T. Like the bane of my existence here. Oh, I just barely caught him. Alright, I'm fixing my freaking turret now. Not that, no, I can't even do it. Whew, I just barely caught him. Which, I think I got over it. And all that, All that ruckus, I somehow survived, and I got over the target amount, and the Dicker Max freaking just got me. I don't know how he shot me without getting lit up, but gotta hate his gun depression sometimes. But oh lord, hopefully my team wins. But I needed to reach 3,125 and ended up getting about 3,800. About 4,000, 3,900, 4,000. So yeah, thank you very much for the challenge again, John. It was fun having a different tank this time too. You bit a B in 2 pieces? Poor B. I was actually kind of waiting to see how this turns out, but I think we'll get this now. I don't think it'll take that long though. But up next after this is the M53, M55. I threw the game to win the challenge. Never. The reason I know you're kind of joking there, but the reason I went to that hill area is I saw there's one SPG, and hey, stop. Saw there was one SPG, and being top tier, no one else on my team was going to be able to hold that ridge line. P29's kind of perfect for that, so. Well, yeah, the Dicker Max was right next to me, but they did decrease that recently, Jim. It's much shorter than that, to be honest. Now, it used to be pretty long, but nowadays it's, you know, that was several patches ago. They shortened spotting checks at longer distances. Roll over for Levi. he really just wants attention, to be honest. Which at this point, oh, they're all low HP. I was curious about how this was gonna end, but it's taking a little bit oh, it's not really thundering anymore. He doesn't care too much about that. He just yes, Jim, they did change that. You probably can find it if you Google it. Which I don't know if I think I ever updated my... Maybe I did? I think I ended it, or updated the tip goal, but I could be wrong. No, I didn't. There we go. Let me fix this real quick. But, he got to see me at work today. Ryan brought him over after the vet. He's so happy when, you know, a dog. Luckily, we're between breakfast and lunch service, so he got to hang with me in the little pantry area in the kitchen for a little bit. He was so happy. He got a little cheese out of it too, so. I'm sure your mouth was swollen, Gabastar. And unfortunately we lost this. They tried their best, but it was still hard. I wish a couple of those tanks behind me, if they had just pushed up a little bit further, they would have helped me with spotting, and the enemy team wouldn't have been so confident on pushing on me. But most amount of damage on my team by a fair amount, and yep, pretty good match. Won the challenge though. Thank you very much, John, for another challenge. Or even today. So M53, M55. After this, I have a grind request, so I'm probably going to pick the Emil II. You know, I need like 140,000 experience, I think, for the Kronwagen. and I really don't want to use a lot of my free experience if I don't have to. But I need to buy that within the next, I think, week and a half, maybe 2 weeks before the sale ends. But Levi right now, he mainly just wants to go play, but he hasn't been out since it started to rain. He won't go outside if it's raining unless we force him. We have a little dog jacket for him and little booties. The booties are only for if it's snowing though, so it doesn't hurt his paws. But he'll go outside if he gets a little jacket on him. He looks so funny in it. Well, Artie's supposed to be able to see tracers, honestly. They used to be more visible back in the early days of World of Tanks, but they kind of did away with that, which I think is a bad thing. But honestly, they did away with it mainly because people created mods to where it could pinpoint on the map for you where the tracer originated from. Even if you weren't like looking near an SPG, and it was kind of game breaking. So you can thank people for doing that. All right, Scorpion, you're moving odd, so let's do that. Yeah, I'll send you an invite after this match, John. Thank you very much, Folly, for the subscription. There's an Artie up here. Do I think he's... Say, since he pinged, I'll give it a second. Wait, he doesn't move. Ah, he moved. Let's say maybe I'll give it one more shot, but only this already should reload before me. And then I'm gonna go back to shooting actual tanks. It's just at this point, honestly, it doesn't matter if I shoot actual tanks because my whole flank died. Maybe I will try to shoot Artie here. It's just... no. I tried, but... unfortunately, SPG matches are kind of like this sometimes, where I got on the wrong flank, and yeah. Only so much you can do. Leave me alone. I was trying to shoot him. I was hoping he'd miss me. Oh well. My team, we're not going to be able to come back from this. Alright, so need to... ah, shit. I will send you an invite. Bobo wants to play a 10. Wait here, John. Hopefully that works, because it was working earlier. Why is it not working now? My camera's sitting on top of my my monitor. I don't really have a shelf or anything now. Got an Emil II. Hopefully these requests are, or platoon invites are working here. Because go figure, won a platoon and freaking stupid contact list thing. Gotta love it. Thanks Wargaming. There we go. It worked. Thank God. Hello, Green Leaf. Did I ever turn my camera? Well, I only took one shot on Artie, but honestly, it wouldn't even matter if I got one other shot on a normal tank. We're gonna lose that side regardless, you know? Mine was working earlier, but now it's not anymore. I played since 2011. But to turn my camera around, I could try to show it here. I'll just have to see if it actually reaches. I'll try after this battle. It's just the way I have my wires set up. It might not work. I'll give it a shot though. Yeah, all new games have bugs. Yeah. I do, not to say I feel bad for Wargaming, but they actually behind the scenes tried to update their server on the NA server for the essentially chat in-game friends list because it's on a different separate server, and like they tried updating it and that's how they broke it. So which, thank you very much Labobo for the tip. So at least they had good intentions for breaking it, but it would be nice if they figured out all the little bugs that are going on with it sooner than later. Okay, push in with me, please. Probably not gonna. We need someone on my left right now. Oh god. This is now not good because the C-100 is tracked. Trying to help you. You're not allowing me to really help you, E-100. I was not looking to get stuck here, and you kind of plugged a hole behind me and didn't let us freaking go back. Kind of screwed now because this M103, yeah, we're not. Oops, and there's a Malshin back here. This is not gonna go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not good, not good, not good. Oh, I was trying to get behind M103 and he backed up a little bit. Not that he... That was just, honestly, that was bad positioning on... Yeah. On to the next one. E50M. I got 2 marks of excellence somehow in M53. Let's say Labobo, you wanted to platoon with the IS-7, I believe. Let me know if you'd like in earlier. As far as my camera, though, I don't know if you can't. I don't think it's really gonna work, but yeah. As far as what my other monitor looks like, I have a bunch of different stuff here, so I don't know if you can actually see that. And then I have World of Tanks over here, and yeah, where my microphone is, but hopefully I think that's close enough. Sorry dog, I know I was moving. He thought I was getting something for him. No, I know there's a toy in there, but you're not allowed to have it right now. Go get your octopus. Come on, go get it. It depends, Muhammad. Come on, get it. I would say they're almost identical. They're looking to rebalance both of them to make them a little different. But most would say 140. It depends if you like a little bit more armor, accuracy, and mobility with the T62A, or a little bit more gun depression with the 140. Alright, I'll send you an invite right now. Tell him Object 140. Everything's simple? Yeah, I guess you could say it's simple. Couldn't really see either, but I still have Graham's tank he sent me. It's sitting right under my second monitor here. Hey, somehow we won Ensk. Holy crap. I am surprised. Well, it's not his foot. It's basically on his chest area. He has like a little fatty tumor. It's nothing like cancer. It's just dogs. Springer Spaniels get them, and especially older ones. But on that, he had a skin tag that he kind of punctured, and it got infected. It's still, you know, it's still infected, but he has antibiotics and stuff we have to put on it. So we have to keep an eye on it. He honestly really wants a toy right now, but I don't feel that bad for him right now. Oh, wait on the biscuit? Sorry. I already gave it to him. Welcome to World of Loss. Oh god. This side usually does get a little bit short end of a little. Yeah, it's a little harder to win on this side, I feel like. That's a little strange, Mind Pro, as far as the different FPS. It's the same computer. The 430, I'd say, is probably a little bit beneath the other Russian mediums, the tier 10. This is just going to be hard because they have so many freaking super heavy tanks to where we need to win the South here quickly, or else, not to say there's no hope, but there's very little hope. It's not helping that this 50B is like schizophrenic here and jumping all over the place. STB1, your tank does not have very good turret armor. Hopefully you're not watching this though. If I can keep shooting you. Just, we really needed to push. I don't know why the 140 went when, you know, at this point, you know, we don't have the numbers now. He can complain all he wants, but he saw that there wasn't anybody going out there when he was. That's why I didn't go out there. So you have nobody but yourself to blame for that. Like, I'd honestly really like to push now, but I'm not going to go down there alone. I'm just going to keep kind of poking over here because there's no Artie. But now that we got him out, me and the bat chat, it makes sense. So just, you have to wait a couple seconds sometimes until your other teammates, you know, have that little light bulb go off in their head. Did you just kick me, dog? You just like kicked the chair. Thank you very much, Rick, for the tip. Honestly, he knows if we ever want him to play, we can say like I can't reach it, or like bring it here. He'll actually bring a toy over to us. I'm kind of surprised though he didn't run out into the living room. He's like it's called like a chuck it wheel. It's like a semi-soft like plastic wheel that we throw, and it, you know, rolls around in the backyard. He chases that around like all frickin' day. But since we feel a little bit bad for him because we've been working a lot, we let him have it in the house now. We don't throw it in the house, but we let him, you know, carry it around. But like he always runs and gets it and like waits by the back door. He knows how to play the guilt card. Uh-oh, they got Labobo up there. They're trying to get this as fast as possible done. But alright, 50B again. Granted, you know, he was there, but only so many times I can I did one more HP's worth of damage ramming him than I did to myself. Alright, honestly, we need to get on the cap and honestly, we win if we put 3 to 4 people on the cap. Like, still. Yeah, 50B. We're the shitters. But like they can go brawl against them if they want. It does not make sense to throw away a win when you can just plop yourself in the cap and win. So honestly though, I'm just blocking him because he's a never mind, my friends list doesn't work. Yeah, I'm the only one that does stuff on WoT Guru. Thanks, glad you like it, Muhammad. When in doubt, cap. Pretty good match though, thanks for requesting the E50M though. Master Baz second class, you know, that was a really bad match for us being terrible. He probably wanted more damage for his win rate 8, but nice job, those guys. Nice job, guys, though, hanging on to the north. They had a freaking lot of. They had a freaking lot of, you know, mouses, type 5s, and oh god. Glad we got a window there. Let me fix this here. Honestly, I'm surprised Levi, he kept sniffing this little drawer here. There is a toy he hasn't seen yet. But I'm surprised he knows it's in there. It's a pig. But I don't know how he knows where the toys are. I guess he can smell them? I don't know. He's never played with them before, so I don't know how they smell. But hello, Craze Missile, nice to see you. But yeah, honestly, I don't get when people want to, you know, throw away a surefire win to go fight against, like, who knows how much HP they had left. But it's just not worth losing. Like, yeah, you might get more win rate 8. Who gives a crap if you lose? Or I should say, you shouldn't give a, you know, you shouldn't care if you're gonna throw away a you know what I mean. It's getting close towards 9 here when my head starts to get all scrambled up. Thank you very much, Uber, for tipping Levi a new toy. I'll give it to him after this fight. Oh, you get the hint? It wasn't a hint, it was just, honestly, he has like learned, he's learned, oh, my leg is, it was freaking killing me sitting like that. He's like learned that he can now, he does it to other drawers in the house. If he like blows air into a drawer, I guess he like can sniff whatever's inside of it somehow by like disturbing the air. It's weird, but like he walks around even in other people's houses. We've had him over and he just sniffs drawers for some reason. It's kind of funny, but he might be able to smell like new, I guess that new product smell, I guess. So honestly, I don't know if this pig squeaks or not. I might be in for a little bit of trouble if it does. Thanks. Lots of thanks. Say that TVP has really good camo for me not to see him through that. Like, really damn good camouflage. Or he ran away somewhere else, but honestly I don't know where else he could have went that quickly. Unless he ducked out of the center somehow. Not there anymore. Where the hell did he go? For us not to have been able to... A truffle dog? I wish I could find truffles around here. He plays fetch a little bit too much sometimes to where we have to, because he's old, he's about 12 years old, we have to, especially when it's hot like this, keep him kind of in check or else he'll just like run himself into the ground. Yeah, traditionally I think Springer Spaniels are like bird dogs. He chases birds around the backyard all the time. It's like his favorite thing to do. Alright. We only have one already, so hopefully they're able to focus a little bit more here on that little clump of tanks over that way. But I need to get myself down center area. I don't really have the armor to be able to fight them head on. Let's hope I don't get spotted. I might though. Yep, I did. I don't have, I don't have Sixth Sense in this. It's a pretty, I guess another thunderstorm's rolling in here. I'm starting to hear thunder again. I'm happy though, it's raining. We really need rain. Fortunately, a lot of these guys around me are playing it really freaking safe, where it's actually hurting us. Like the T-49 behind me, Emil II to a very small extent. Like I don't blame him for hanging back though in that tank. Just, hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us here, because we are down a tank. Ooh, I got lucky. Get lucky lucky again now. My stomach? Kind of. I haven't exactly eaten dinner. I ate like a late lunch after work, but... Alright. Where can I set up here? I do think I can move a little bit here. Hello, Carlos. Nice to see you. Would see you, Rich B. And see you, Muhammad. Or unless you guys are saying see you to Muhammad. But see you, Muhammad. Thanks for watching. Nice chatting with you. Thanks, Mojo. That's what I thought. You know, he's obsessed with birds. Like, he will kind of stalk the backyard for birds and kind of hide behind. The people before us put our shed in a weird spot. It's like, I don't know, it's on like a 45-degree angle in like a corner of our fenced-in backyard. So there's a gap behind it. He'll hide back there and kind of peek out from it. And when birds come into the backyard, he kind of runs out from the corner. It's really funny to see. Aiming. Yes, he is aiming my way. Always good to check your third person point of view. Do you think someone's aiming your way now? Right, they got him out. Awesome. Hello, Jerly. But at least we're gonna get a win here. Almost 3,000 damage. They won that flank together. I just kind of hung around as my team slowly got the motivation to push up. Keyword is slowly. Nice. Somebody else killed him. Not aiming at me. And that makes my decision easy. Thanks for the subscription, Muhammad. Cat that stalk cows? Yeah, I don't think Cat would win that fight there. Thanks for the STB1 request though. That was a fun match. Hey, very nice job, guys. That was a pretty good match between the three of us there. Top 3 as far as damage goes. So my next request up is IS7. I have to remember to tip the dog here. Wrong drawer. Hey! Is this the best day ever? Oh god, this is obnoxious. Oh, are you gonna say thank you? Thanks. Other one. You sit pretty? Okay, you can just have it. You made credits into Type 5? Thanks, Mojo. I don't know if you guys can see his tail wiggling, or wagging. I think he's pretty happy. I say he hasn't gotten a new toy in like, I forget how long. Of course he has to sit right behind me near the microphone. Thank you very much, Herbeck, for the subscription. Even before I gave it to him, he was wagging his tail over there like, I know what I'm getting. Which it took him about 2 days to figure out that that octopus actually had squeakers in it. I was wondering how long it would take him. Honestly, that doesn't bother me compared to him doing a little whining over here that you barely can hear on your end. That annoys me more than his little grunting squeakers. Pretty much the second one, Rich B. You know, as far as the clan, Vanamir here, you know, anyone's really welcome to join it as long as you're not, you know, like a troll. Not that anyone here, I think, is a troll. Which, hello, WoT. More or less, you know, platoon together. If anybody down the road, like if anybody actually wanted to, like, do strongholds or whatever, feel free to. You know, typically I probably have to look at the clan list, honestly. Again, that was pretty loud. That sounded close. That actually shook the ground here. Usually I make most people recruitment officers, so, you know, if you have any friends, you can invite them to the clan. And it's really just, you know, it's just a little group of people to play together. That sounded like it. It's actually downpouring now. That actually sounded like the woods near my house are right in this area. Probably hit something over there from the sound of it. I get, honestly, that's not that noisy. It sounds noisy compared to those other ones, but we just don't get any ones that squeak. All the ones that we get them grunt like that, because grunting is way less annoying than, you know, loud squeakers. So yeah, I hope my gutters are working right now, because it's really, I can hear the rain now. Unfortunately, my team's not pushing, which, you know, we do have a couple slower tanks compared to theirs. I tracked them, and yeah. But unfortunately, with no already map positioning's a little bit important. It's not 100% crucial if we stay together, but M103. Kind of in a safe spot here. Not 100% safe, but safer than you might think since there's no SPGs. So, screw it, I'll go for it here. Oh, he's gonna drop down. Oh, I just shot the ground. This is, ah, crap. Our T-54 is not even, he's not paying attention. I don't know why I'm chasing him. This is not good for me. Yeah. If our T-54 was paying attention, we could have got him. I get it though, he was trying to get the TVP. So was I. Think it's worth it if I get shot again. Ah, and I'm dead. Just trying to get the ball rolling there. That might have been a little bit dumb because I could have won it and still been alive. But just trying to get us moving because our base doesn't have much, but come to think of it, they have so many people back here. I should have just stayed alive. I know, my stomach. For real. Well, you know, if anyone needs a clan to join, you are welcome here. Oh god, you're getting... Oh god. He really does not want to give that up. You know, yeah, I guess send me a message or someone else that's able to invite. I'd probably go in a tank, but it depends on the tank. I would assume that a tornado wouldn't be able to pick up some tanks, but could be wrong. But yeah, as far as the clan goes, like, really it's just there's not a whole lot of us, but yeah, it is what we make it of. I don't have the time to like do like recruit people or do clan wars and stuff, but I pretty much leave it an open book for whoever wants to do, you know, you can do as much or as little as you want. Crap, that was probably a Hess shell. You won 2 Levi biscuits. Up after this is the Type 64 as far as a request. Then we have quite a bit of yeah, high tiers here. Let's say why are they not moving up? Still, like, I wasn't really even looking at what our team was doing, but like how are these guys not up there further at this point? Hello, Mr. Gaming. Well, Veto, I'm not taking any more tank requests, unfortunately. Sorry. Usually my stream ends as of 7 minutes ago, but I'm gonna try to get most of these done that are up there, but I am gonna start doing... I've only gotten grinds done in Emil II so far today. I'm gonna be trying to fit in a few more of those tanks, because I have credits to buy tanks. I just need to get the experience now. Nice job though, guys. I was very haphazard with my HP there, unfortunately. A little squeaky dog behind me. There's the Type 64. But yeah, we have the Type 64 here. Or yeah, school is out. That is very true. Come here. You. Hey. I don't want it. I just want to make sure you're not bleeding everywhere. I have it? No. I haven't experienced a tornado now. Hey, at least we won that. Hey, you're not getting another one. At least we got a win there. Let's see how we did. Yeah, in New Jersey, not that we don't get tornadoes, but South New Jersey here, it's very, very unlikely. But glad we got a win there. That would have been a frustrating loss. Thanks for the fights, Lobobo. But, yeah. Mainly here, we're unlikely because, I'm surrounded by water on 3 sides, and the way storms come through here, it always crosses water, so it messes with it. You know, we get really strong thunderstorms and winds, but never, Like, there's tornado warnings, like tonight, right across the bay in Delaware. But for us, we just get severe thunderstorm watches and stuff, so. Well, hopefully Ryan gets, you know, honestly, teachers, for as much flack as they get, they kind of do need a summer off, to be honest. Like, the amount of, like, even just her going through student teaching, a lot more work, like, than you would think. Like, she would, you know, be at school all day and then afterwards have about 2 to 3 hours of grading and, like, coming up with tests and blah, you know, whatever she was doing. She sits at the kitchen table, usually. But, yeah, it's a lot of work, so. After your wife makes beans. Alright, people, is there a reason why you all stopped in G1? There's a lot of Cromwells. A lot of Cromwells. Maybe that's why. But, you know, better to spot them, get a little bit of damage before they make it all the way up towards you. So knock a little bit of their cover out here. Let's say I'll have to catch up on chat in a little bit because my team really needs me to spot here, and I'm gonna try my best. I'm probably gonna end up dying, but I'm like the only one spotting. Uh-oh, I just got a text message from somebody. Usually not good. The worst I've ever been through, which I thought it was you, Uber, as far as who experienced a tornado. I remember you telling me about that, I think last year. About like one coming through your yard. But worst I've ever had is, you know, hurricanes and nor'easters like in the winter. Specifically like Hurricane Sandy. It wasn't bad in Cape May. Like, you know, people lost like parts of their roofs and sidings and stuff, but we didn't get much flooding. Because Cape May is actually not it's not a barrier island like the rest of the places around here that flood it badly. We were actually, me and my dad, out in, because I still lived at my parents' house. We were out in the, I have a video of it. I think it's on my YouTube here somewhere. Out in the eye of Hurricane Sandy when it passed over us. We went down to the canal because their house is, you know, pretty close to it. It was pretty cool being out in it. You know, it wasn't really that windy, just a little bit of rain. Oh god, this is not good. And yet, nobody else had popped up. Hopefully it's not a loss. We're doing pretty good. Unfortunately, they got John in the town, but it still looks we're doing good on both flanks. Like, I'm probably gonna get popped here for trying to pop up against a Cromwell B like this, but I'm kind of holding out hope that my team will push before I kill myself here. Because, you know, we have a little bit of tanks here to be held up by one Cromwell. Hello, Graham. Nice to see you. Yeah, unfortunately though, there's a thing called the Cape May bubble. It's a true weather phenomenon. I can't even say it. But more or less, like storms and stuff just tend to more or less go around Cape May. Honestly, it's frustrating in summer when everywhere gets rain except for us. But we've gotten a few major storms, not in my lifetime, in Cape May, that are like devastating. Like there used to be something called South Cape May and East Cape May. Both of them are underwater right now. Or no, one's underwater. It's now called the Rips, to where whenever the tides change, it's like tons of, you know, messed up water you can't even drive a boat through, unless it's like super large, but it's shallow. And the other is like a big meadow now, to where it used to be like a part of the town. Thanks for weather anomaly. There we go. I get so tongue-tied, especially when I'm tired, but yeah, I'll admit it. I'm not the best at getting words out of my mouth. I didn't go through, I don't even know how many years of speech therapy I needed. Every one of my families needed it, so Ryan thinks most people from Cape May need it still, but that has more to do with our schools down here. Not to say they suck, but they don't do the best at teaching kids proper vocabulary. Yeah, I can send you an invite. Pretty decent match though. You know, a little bit of spotting helped me out a bit there. I was about to say, luckily I have a message. I was about to say, Graham, you're gonna need to see if this works, to where someone told me this works. Go to channels and search for my name, and join it. See if I can invite you through that. But right now I can't actually send you an invite, unfortunately, through this. I know the E4 is the next request, but I'm gonna hop into the Emil II, and then I'll pop into the E4. Government-controlled storms. Thank you very much, Libobo, for the tip. Alright, top tier at least, but a very flat map. Not exactly the best for me. You're in a good tank though, for this map. Just they have quite a bit of firepower over there. But as far as the stream, I might get to all these requests, but I'm not sure. The latest I was gonna go was about 10 p.m. I guess I don't want to kill myself with staying up too late. Like I'm gonna try to stay up for Ryan. She gets home anywhere from 10 to 1 a.m. So I'm gonna give her until 11 p.m. But yeah, last Monday night, because I have off Tuesdays, I stayed up until about 1:30 a.m. That was a pretty big mistake. I was about to say, thank you, Tayen, for the subscription. Here in Cape May, if we get about a dusting of snow, people drive like it's like the end of the world. No joke. People do not know how to drive when it snows here. Because we rarely get any snow at all. Not good. Really not good. This is probably going to be a bit of a quick match for me if they're smart and they push. I'm not sure. I think you only can see it if it's tier 6 or above, I believe. I don't think that they're able to get me over this at all. But the Emil II is a little bit large as far as height goes, so just concerned that they're gonna push around me on this side. So we don't really have that many tanks over here. You know, we have these guys out here holding down the fort. Let's see, can I finagle a shot over this? Uh-oh. Really? You're gonna ruin my fun. Really? Just bounced off of him. It's actually a pretty big bounce because now I can't one-shot him. This is not good though. Yeah, unfortunately for us, they had a lot of firepower and they're using it a little bit more effectively. You can get shots here. This shot though. I'm gonna even out the numbers a little bit here. Crap. Unfortunately, I only have one shot left right now. I see this 5100 type, and I didn't track him. Emil II, save me! Did he just shoot? Oh god, this is not good. No bueno. He can actually kind of squish me here. Ooh, thank you, Emil II. Oh god. Oh my god. Somehow he lives. I don't know how I lived or survived. That T-28 prototype is angry. I don't think we're gonna win this, but there's a freaking fly attacking me here. No! Let me reload at least to make this interesting. Doesn't help that my head is getting attacked by a frickin' small little fly that somehow... I know it frickin' flew into the door when I was walking the dog. Or finishing walking the dog. Ah, got a little bit more damage. Oh, Lord. Anyway, that was at least a fun match. Got a mastery badge, second class. High caliber. Yeah. Hey, we did our best that we could over on that side, John. And that other Emil II, you know, basically our little group that we had over here helped out. But, there's only so much you can do sometimes. Hopefully this works. It was just, we had a lot of people sitting around the base, and they didn't exactly contribute much. The enemy just pushed on them and basically beat the crap out of them. Alright, so I got the T110E4 up for the next request here. It's just the fly's annoying me. It keeps freaking buzzing around me. Hopefully it works, Graham, but yeah, my friends list, it's not working tonight. Go figure. Yeah, I was surprised that T30 did not come after me. Which I guess it's not working tonight. Someone just said that works for platoon invites. I guess yeah, it's not working. Levi and his little pig. I don't think you guys will be able to see it, but we'll see. I don't know if you can. I think you can see that. Yeah, you wiggling your little tail. Yeah, I know you're a happy dog. Robert, unfortunately, I'm not taking any more tank requests tonight. You know, usually my stream ends a half hour ago. I'm going a little bit later here, and honestly, these tank requests, I don't even think I can get through all of them that I still have up over on the right here. They're from like hour and a half, maybe 2 hours ago, some of these. It's just, you know, I can't take any more, unfortunately. But hello for free and Canadian. Nice to see you guys. It works if you go into a team training room. That's a lot of work. Oh. I guess this is, yes it is Craig's Missile. I guess this is a strong incentive for everyone to join our clan, because that's the only way you can platoon with me right now. So we're taking applications starting now. I guess that's why you're looking at the outside of people probably platooning from inviting people in battles. It's probably why you only see clans platooning with each other now. Oh. I wish I had the E3 for this battle here. Join the platoon? Sure. I can send you an invite. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure you're still here, Graham. I sent you a couple invites. I guess it's not working now. Yeah, unfortunately my requests right now are 9 and 10. Yeah, Wargaming is relaxing the platoon restrictions a little bit next patch, but only with SPGs, where SPGs can, you can platoon 1 in each platoon now. I really wish they would open it up to +1- matchmaker. That would make it so much easier to platoon with people. You know, not everyone is tier 10s, not everyone has like preferential tier 8s. It makes it difficult for a lot of different reasons. Alright guys, we need to go through here. I used to foreplay, or not foreplay, for free. I tried it. I dual streamed here for like 2 months. Honestly, like between 1 and 4 people watched me on Twitch, compared to over 80 plus on YouTube here. So I dropped it. It wasn't worth paying. It was like $5, $6, $7 a month to be able to stream to both without impacting the quality on YouTube. Get him. Still have a chance to pull this off. If I do, if there's a space when I do a tier 9, I can try to fit you in, Dingo. Playing with fire here. A fight with a 183. Oh god. Now I'm tracked. He's lining me up. I'm gonna die. Close. What are you doing? CDC! I really wish that these guys would have pushed on the T-54 here. Like, why can't we kill this one guy? And now I'm getting artied. It's just frustrating, like... honestly, I'm gonna die without getting any damage, and these guys... Like, what are you waiting for? Our prototype's gonna die over there, and then we're in a worse situation. But, yeah, it's just frustrating. Because they're already able to hit me in a few seconds here, so screw it. I guess I'm gonna go for it and die anywhere. I didn't even see what you typed at first, John. It didn't pop up from my end as well. I'll try to send you another one. I believe... I thought... Uber, did you want in? I was about to say, Did you... you're in the clan, so I don't think you're online then. But if you want in the platoon, feel free to, hop on. Alright, so next up's the T110E3. Hey, hopefully people aren't online and it doesn't show that people are online in the clan. That would be a first if that's broken. You wouldn't want to be in a clan that would have you as a member? Well, we would be honored to have you. I'd say, before this, I was in a couple clans. One not really serious, but you know, in the early days of World of Tanks, and one that took it a little bit too seriously. And I have a AMX 1390, and honestly, there we go. I wouldn't want to be in a clan with you know, a bunch of people to take the game way too seriously anymore. It was stressful. Clan chat, TeamSpeak, that back then, I almost, like, not to say segregated myself from a lot of them, but I only played with a few people in the clan because the rest of them were way too, like, angry. Groucho? I was about to say, I didn't see you on the clan list, Uber. My friends list isn't working if you're on, but more or less, from what I have left, I'm probably going to hop into the T62A up after this, and then I'm going to try to finish the request and also get one Emil II match. So, you know, I have at least like 5 fights left after this. You have copyrights on this. Okay, this fly needs to go away. I need to get my... I have one of those bug assault guns, the ones that shoot salt out at bugs. I need to get that out and frickin' take this thing out. There's no more toys here. Enjoy your one little pig. To try to shoot him or not to try to shoot him. Looks like he's gonna allow me to get him. Maybe. And of course he went invisible. Fortunately for me, there's 3 already. Yeah, if you Google, they're on Amazon too. If you can't find it quick on Google, it's called bug-a-salt gun. Honestly, I use it at the kitchen and work to where you run out back. We don't really have many flies in the kitchen, but you run out back near the dumpsters and you shoot a bunch of flies. That's if you're really freaking bored. I gotta hide it though, because I don't want people playing with it. But hey, stop playing with the screens. This dog, the screens are not play toys. I don't know why he thinks that they're play toys, but but essentially it shoots table salt or kosher salts better at high velocities, and it basically, it doesn't splatter them unless you put it super close, which at that point it's kind of pointless. You might as well just hit the fly. But it kills flies, any kind of like insects, spiders. It shoots them off of ceilings for you, and it's just salt. I love it. It's like the easiest way to get rid of bugs. And if you're just learning about bug assault and you plan on getting one because of this, feel free to use my Amazon affiliate link in my video description. Oh, I feel so dirty for doing a promotional plug there. But I do have a little URL in the video description to where, you know, some of you guys, you do ask how you can support me sometimes. And if you don't want to tip, if you use this one little URL in my video description, or if you click on any of the Amazon little recommendation links on my website, WoT Guru, essentially I get a little affiliate referral fee from that, and it's at no cost for you. Honestly, I have 2 of them, but Yeah, they really work. Ryan loves it. Levi hates it because he thinks it's a flashlight. He's oh my god. I'm sure you guys just heard that. He bugs out at flashlights. He hates like really bright lights or shadows. But he thinks it's a flashlight and he tries to attack it. But Ryan loves it because say there's like a spider on your ceiling, instead of like trying to get it with like a cup or smush it, you just take this and you shoot it and it falls down and it's stunned and you can just like throw it outside or flush it, whatever. But I love the thing. Or if you really want to aggressively season stream brought to you by Bug Assault. If you really want to aggressively season your meat while you're on the grill, shoot it with a gun. The first week I had it, like I make for our dishwashers, they get a meal for breakfast and lunch because they work 2 shifts. I think it was like a chicken sandwich or something, where I put it back on the prep table for him, and I went back with the Bug Assault gun, and I'm like, "You want some salt?" And I shot their. He was so freaked out. It was funny though. Yeah. But I'm surprised most of you guys never heard of it. Hello, Electra. Nice to see you. Yeah, it has been a little while. Yes, everybody, which, not the best match here, but at least we got a win. It's all you can hope for sometimes. There's Uber. I'll send you an invite here if you want to join in. The T62A is up next here. Everyone, please go to Uber's Metro Golf's channel here. Watch his videos. He has 2 of them. They're very old, he says, and comment the hell out of them so it sends him a ton of notifications. I don't know if you have it set up for that. Honestly, I get on my phone every single comment I get on any of my YouTube videos. I get a little notification like once every like couple hours. So I always do look at comments that are on, like replays and stuff. Buying a assault gun. Nah. Well, if you want it on the Platoon, feel free to, I guess, the next one. Works on... I would say I would not try it against a Hornet, no. It would probably murder a Wasp, though. At least the Wasps around here. Oh, it didn't work for you? Well, that stinks that... I don't know what's up with the friends list. Hey, it worked for John and Labobo, but I guess it broke even more. Which, thank you very much for the tip, Rick. But the person that actually made it, it's really cheesy, like the little things, like the marketing videos and stuff for him. Sand round for a 22? I was about to say, yeah, dragonflies. I get tons of them in my backyard. Thank you very much, Labovo, for the follow-up tip. But yeah, I'm sure Bug Assault's stock has risen quite a bit in the past couple minutes. But honestly, though, I like, even though I'm saying I love it a lot, Ryan likes it more than I do because she hates bugs like most women do. But with this, she can actually, you know, safely corral a spider if I'm not home. But it's basically, I think it works off of like tension, almost like a giant rubber band gun in a way, but there you can't see any of the insides. So. Definitely getting. I was gonna say you guys will like it. We got one for Ryan's stepfather for Christmas this past year, and he freaking loves it. He they live in Florida and they have like a giant screened-in enclosure on over their pool area, and he uses it to get all the bugs down from, you know, that are kind of stuck on the inside, like high up. Oh, this RU. Where are you shooting me from, dude? Uh-oh. That's not a good spot for me. Anybody gonna help me? Probably not. I don't know why I'm even asking that. Crap. I was over angled there. RU-251 is annoying me. Really annoying me, and I'm dead. Unfortunately, yeah, that was a really bad showing for the T-62A. I didn't exactly angle it a couple shots, but honestly, this 1390 shooting me, it means he was out here pretty far, or he was really high up here. But I don't know what. This is what I get for relying on the people behind me. You know, I have 6 guys that were behind me. None of them, like, they're set up to shoot the enemy now. None of them were set up to actually hit the people. Yeah. Anyway. Here's the hoping we can still pull out a window since we're up by 3 tanks. Yeah. Do not shoot each other in the face or eyes. Like, that's one reason why I keep it out of the kitchen, because a lot of the guys are a little bit immature and they were shooting each other. Holding it up close, it won't draw blood, but it will sting you a little bit. I know. It wasn't the 140, so I instantly just combusted and died there. But who would have thought that you'd have so much fun killing bugs, though, with something? Alrighty then. I say it sounds pretty terrifying, Victor, if you're getting chased by a 12 gauge. If you know, even if there's salt in it, if you don't know what's in it, though. That's not good. Honestly, I had someone doing that the other day, to be honest. My neighbor that's like catty corner to me. I guess he was testing his car alarm off because he kept turning it on and off on purpose while like standing around it. It's like the strangest thing ever. Pretty sure, you know, he's probably in his late 70s, early 80s, but he does some odd things. I would say rock salt might do a little bit more than just stinging. Well, thank you very much, you know, for anyone that, you know, used the affiliate link. I would say I check it every, you know, couple weeks, and it's always nice. You know, it's a win-win. doesn't cost you guys anything, and you're able to essentially tip me in a way. I get anywhere from 6 to 10% of the total, the total order, with the way that Amazon does it. So it does help. Alright, so we have AMX 1390 here. Hi, little dog. I'd say if you're gonna mess with people and shoot anybody, you put table salt in it. It does not hurt that much. Kosher salt, though, stings a little bit. I may or may not have tested that out on Ryan. But well, yeah, most people would. I was gonna say it was like maybe 5 or 6 years ago. In the kitchen, my brother, we had like a huge packet of like fireworks and stuff are illegal in New Jersey. It's I don't know why, but we had like a whole pack of firecrackers that my brother, like the little dancing ones that like 30 light off at once and it jumps around. My brother brought in a bunch of them and like untied them all, so we'd have these single ones and he'd just be like throwing them at people's feet to scare the shit out of them. Like, you know, days that were really slow. But I'd a couple things I like stuffed it inside. Like I was much younger then too, and a little bit less immature, or a little bit less mature. I'd stuff it in like a pound of butter or like a tomato and blow it up and stuff. It was pretty funny. But you'd like randomly walk in a kitchen and like there'd be like an exploding tomato. You don't do that anymore though. A little bit more professional. I guessed wrong there. Don't use it on your wife. Yes, kosher salt is the way to go if you're actually looking to shoot bugs and kill something. Uh-oh, our north is having some trouble. Yeah, we're totally retarded. At least we're not... I'm gonna sound really mean here. The AMX 13105. At least we're not retarded enough to die by the one-shot tank. Will do, John. I hope I am not gonna die here. No promises, though. Yeah, in New Jersey, I don't get it, like people hate fireworks up here. Like, some of Ryan's family had some because they brought them up from Florida. So they're lighting them off. It wasn't even nighttime, like on the bay beaches, which, you know, not many people go to because it's the bay. It's kind of like mucky and gross. And like this dude was like bugging out, like yelling at him, like freaking out even before they set him off because they had like 2 of them. Like, I get that they're a fire hazard, but like shooting them off into the water, not exactly posing a threat to anybody. But then again, what the hell do I know? I'm not a fireworks expert. I like to think I am now. Uh-oh. I think we're gonna lose here. And this AMX 13105 is still complaining about our team. I wonder how much damage he got. If he didn't get that much damage, honestly, yeah. I always find it funny when the people that complain the most do the least. Which, unfortunately, I got no freaking gun elevation. Honestly, it makes your team play worse if you have someone that's dead hanging around just yelling at people. Which, hello, Matthew. Nice to see you. Sorry, I didn't see that at first. Unfortunately, I'm not taking any more requests right now, Matthew. Sorry. Usually my stream ends about an hour ago. I'm going a little bit longer, and yeah. Unfortunately, I can't take any more requests. Sorry. Like, I'm barely just finishing up these requests that were requested like 2 hours ago, if not maybe a little bit longer at this point. And that's pretty much going to be it for the stream. I have the 183 after this. I might try to another Emil II match to grind it out, but that's going to be it. I could imagine in some places. Here, everything's like scheduled. Like, some people shoot off fireworks, and the cops, they don't care. Unless you're like shooting them, you know, very dangerously. Like, you know, say in the middle of a field when we're in like a fire watch. Then they actually care. But yeah, everything's scheduled here. Like, each town has a firework night and like specific time. Yeah. That would be nice if it mutes people. Matthew, please don't spam. I'm sorry, you know, I know you're saying please, but leave it at that. I can't play any more tanks tonight. I'm not even sure if I own a T18 right now, to be honest. So, how can you tell if someone's a prop player? What do you mean by that, Alex? You mean pro? Alright, Matthew, I'm timing you out because you're not getting it. If you mean pro player, I can tell just based off of the clan, because some clans take things way too seriously, so if they're in that clan, put 2 and 2 together. Or I've played the game long enough to where I honestly recognize a lot of people's names that have played. You know, I started back in 2011, and I have a pretty good memory and can recognize names of people. Otherwise, you know, people use like mods like XVM to do that. I think it clutters the screen and distracts you a little bit. Honestly, it can help you, it can hurt you. You know, it's up to you whether or not to use them. To me, I just treat every player like they're gonna play to the best of, you know, the ability of their tank in a specific situation. So, but like, I see some clans sometimes, and I can guarantee you when they were, you know, I'm gonna face them in, say, a specific fight, they're gonna hit me with a gold round. I guess know it even before they shoot me. And, you know, that's, I guess, what some people define as a good player nowadays, which, good for them. But it is part of the game, so you can't fault them that much. It's up to the game developer to decide, you know, if you put something in and people are able to exploit it to do better and, you know, inflate their egos, people are going to find a way to abuse it. That's how people are. So what clans. Like, there's the one poser said there's like G, Simp, you know, some people say like Relic, like some people go overboard, like say some people suck and stuff, but you know, their players are still pretty good like other clans. That might not be like top clan in the world, but you know, to me a good player knows the basics of the game. Doesn't matter what their win rate is, to be honest. If you know how to angle, where to shoot a tank, you know, you're a pretty damn big threat. But I'm prime arty target here. Hello, Azul. Try to hide my cupola on the left here. Squiggler. Yeah, it is Squiggler. I like that name. I feel bad for shooting him. I haven't played the E5 in ages. Thanks, whoever requested this. Was outside of the T30 heavy, because they changed it after I got it. You know, back when it was a tier 10 heavy. This is pretty much one of my first tier 10 heavies. I've played it throughout so many different. It's gone over quite a few changes in the years, but it's still considered one of the better tier 10s. Daisy. We should kill him. Not E100. Just take him out. This is going to be a pretty quick match here. Why didn't they push? I don't know why they didn't push, but even if they did, honestly, we would have killed him. Hello, Mr. Tortoise. I would flank him now. I would track. Typically, I would track the Tortoise in this situation, and then flank him. But given. Never mind. Let's say the Scorpion G was back there, which he's throwing APCR, which sucks for me. But at least I'm behind him now. Do you really want to kill me that bad? What it seems like, but. Okay, I might as well just go for it here. All right, 0 damage, critical hit. But I don't know if that T30 is going to be able to get him. Oh crap! I thought he was gonna go that away. Very nice. I'm just kidding. Yeah, honestly, like someone was debating it earlier in the stream too. Like, but to me, like, whether you follow win rate 8 or not, I don't. I think it's a stupid metric, especially after all the changes, and honestly, a lot of people that were keeping up on win rate 8 quit updating it, and now there's a few different people that are updating it for the websites now. Only because, you know, it can't track all the different changes they did. The lights, SPGs, different tanks getting buffed and nerfed over the years. Pretty good match though. Yeah, thanks again whoever requested that. But more or less, you know, it still gives you a decent indicator of how good someone is. I personally dislike it a lot because people like oh, your win rate 8 is only, say, 2400 and it's not 2800. I'm better than you. You're terrible. Like, people like that, I think it's, I just think it's ridiculous to where, like, as long as you're, your win, you want your win percentage to be decent and you're trying to at least do your damage that, if your tank is 2000 HP, try to shoot for 2000 HP's worth of damage, or at the very least assist damage or blocking. If you're saying like a type 5, a mouse, to like block at least like double your HP's worth, something like that. That's a good metric for me to show that you're doing good or doing well. But that is how it's done, Nice Cuppa. If it was most of the World of Tanks player base, that's what they would have said. But more or less, that's the way. Before win rate, it was like win rate 7 that start getting popular. Stop whining, please. That's how most people kept track of their stats. They just went off of how much HP their tank had, yada yada yada. But unfortunately, that doesn't exactly tally up to some number with colors behind it that are bright and shiny that you can show off to people. So it is unfortunate, and honestly, not that Wargaming, I think, is gonna ban those specific mods that bring it into the client, but very soon, like, you have the Wargaming Center now that houses all their games and automatically updates stuff, or at least I think it's available to everyone now. I think it's an open beta. Like, I've had it for I don't even know how long now, because a couple of the games that they were testing, I got to test the Center. It's just a glorified game downloader, more or less, but they're looking to basically, for mods, authenticate them before you're allowed to actually put them in the game. So it's gonna remove a lot of mods to where they're gonna have like specific keys for the mod creators to put in, and I assume they're not gonna do it for like tank skins, because they're very simple to put in the game. But I think for mods like XVM and like certain ones that change the UI and add pretty complex stuff to the game, you're gonna have to have them kind of pass through and okayed by Wargaming. That's what they're going to, the next step with this whole Wargaming Center thing, and it'll be interesting. I think they're gonna try to weed out a lot of the mods that cause some controversy in the game, but it's also all speculation. But they are moving towards basically approving mods on a case-to-case basis. I can get RD'd here. I'm probably gonna get RD'd, but I'm holding out hope that this guy is antsy enough to let me miss him. Unfortunately, my shell just decided to go right over his engine deck. It's alright, Azul. Well, if you play on like EU or on the NA server, fortunately, there's a lot of angry people. You don't see too much hate speech though, based off of like your nationality or country. That is something I saw in EU when I was playing 250 battles over there. Another miss. This is not going to be too great. Yeah, aimbots. Honestly, like, they are bad. They're illegal. I don't recommend anyone to use them, of course. Honestly, the whole aimbot thing, I think, is blown out of proportion in a way, because to me, that's what I was shooting for there, because he doesn't have a lot of armor. I don't think they help as much as some people make it out to be. Even the ones that can aim for like specific weak spots. Because if you angle, you can confuse the hell out of some little dinky, rinkety mod that can't factor in you actually angling your tank. Zool, I did read it. Don't worry, my whole screen on the whole, about a third of my second monitor here, I have chat, so I can read a lot of stuff. We really need to get this E5 out, but he got damage on me. I was trying my best not to take damage there, but he caught. The C-75's dead. Sorry, dude. I wanted to help you, but say Levi is my aimbot. He sits under my desk and helps me. Fortunately, I have AP here, so this makes it a little bit tougher for me to crap. Shot off here. I'm gonna try do this before he reloads. Go. But I'm gonna have one match after this. I'm gonna play the Emil II again, and that's gonna be it for today's stream. Come on, guys, if you come up here and help us, we will literally have no chance of losing. I really wish I had an AP round right there, because would have killed him. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Come on, T-54. Thank God. You did it. Oh, this could be extremely bad for me if this Conqueror shoots me. I know this guy's gonna hit me. There we go. I'm all in now, though. His IS-7 has got to save me. He bounced! No, I'm dead. I still did 4,700 whatever damage here. He bounced again, though. Somehow I'm still alive. Thank God that I angled a little bit. And that guy he wouldn't have penned my upper plate. And fortunately I guessed right and he bounced off my side because it was at an auto bounce angle. I got a little bit lucky there, and that was a little bit just based off of, you know, experience of brawling like that. Hey, stop it over there. I know, I'm almost done. One more battle dog, and then we can go play with your little piggy. Hey, it's all right. No. I'm surprised people even honestly look and bother someone over what flag they have on your tank. That's just sad that people do that. Honestly, shaking your gun left and right on this actually hurts you. If you move your, say, gun this way, people can pen you very easily there. You want to keep it pretty much straight at them. So say XVM shows you what nationality? That's odd, if that's true. Where will we find him? I'm pretty sure he's not over there. I'm surprised. We're coming for you, Grimathy. Should have aimed in a little bit sooner. Nah. Honestly, though, most trolls, if you just ignore them, they just go away and try to pick on somebody else. Hey, got an ace tanker. Holy crap. Well, good night, Graham. Thank you very much for watching. And hello, Tig. This is, what, the third ace tanker match of the night, I think? Thank you very much for whoever requested this. But say, I actually need to clip this one out. I haven't aced the 183 in quite some time. I did lose 40,000 credits, though. That hurt a little bit, but thank you very much for that request. So my last battle here is going to be in the... Do I even remember how to frickin' clip things out here? In the Emil II here. Here we go. Oh, you can declare your country? I didn't even know that. It goes to show you how much I use mods like that, though. But if anybody wants to pop into the loyalty shop, the Fussbot shop, there's another Ace Tanker biscuit item up for grabs. Everyone gets 100 biscuits and it's free. It's free to purchase. But well, thank you for requesting that tank. Levi's a little upset at me here. But this is gonna be my last fight of the night. The turret front's nearly impenetrable. You can get penned underneath the gun depending on if you're pointing like your gun up or down. The hole's not very good though. Much better than Emil I though, as far as the gun and also the turret armor. It's all good. I was about to say, whoever you know, whoever buys it, it doesn't matter. It gives it to literally everyone in the chat as far as the Levi biscuits. Usually I buy them, but I feel like it's a little easier to let you guys do it. Because I have to bring up a whole nother screen to be able to do that. Yes, I'm going to do a raffle. Either when I die or right after this battle here. Now, why isn't anybody pushing out? Is... Yep. Uh-oh. There's this E50 I've got to keep an eye on. Go. That's an iffy shot, but I barely got that in there. Alright, they are... Where our IS-7 go? Oh, he's over here. Go figure. But we really need to be... I wanted to go get him, but I can't now. He doesn't even notice me. I can't bluff my way out of this. This is like the ultimate bluffing tank, to where you need to bluff people because your freaking reload is like a decade. Crap. I shouldn't even... I was trying to see if I can hit the arty, but I can't. No problem, guys. you know, if I ever think I can stream longer, typically, you know, I can pop on if I have a day off the next day. Where they're all dead. Fortunately, though, Mondays usually work out pretty well. The likelihood of me having to go into work in Tuesdays at like 5%, just if anyone like gets hurt or something, gets sick at the last second. Yeah, I'm dead. You know, that E50 really needed that APCR to shoot me up the butt, though. Thank you very much, Cottage, for the subscription. Let me do a quick little raffle here. It's gonna run for 2 minutes. Why don't we do the winner gets 1,000 Levi biscuits here. Rick, basically everyone that's in the chat watching the stream at a time gets 100 Levi biscuits if I ace a tank. Thank you very much, John, for the very generous tip there. Thanks for the fights too. It was a pretty fun time platooning with you, and also Lobobo for a little bit. But type ! raffle, guys, to enter. There's about a minute 20 left to enter here. So I had to do a little bit of math there. To update this. Cat playing with a light switch? Yeah, I could see where that could freak you out. Thank you very much, though, John, and Lobobo and Rick, and also Dana and Grigsby for the tips tonight. I really appreciate it. I don't think I missed anybody else. If I did, though, thank you very much. So noob, you're so gone. But unfortunately, we lost here at the end. But this E50, I wish I would have went to go get him earlier. Which, go figure, he was shooting pure APCR, and even at the backs of tanks, as evidenced by him shooting me. So I really needed to get him out, and just didn't do it. Congratulations, Victor, for winning the raffle. But, don't say Levi ever doesn't let you win something. But, thanks very much, guys, for watching. My next stream is going to be Wednesday, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, Carl. But thanks again for watching, guys, and hopefully I'll see some of you guys Wednesday. If not, Thursday I stream basically, you know, late night, like tonight. Not too late, but 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But see you guys around. Thank you very much for watching. Well, I mean, he was in whatchamajig, the E50. It was showing up as gold. That's what I meant there. But anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. Well, it's Victor. But anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. Have a good one.